How old are you? How old are you?
Why are you asking me how old I don't understand the question.
The answer is 17. How long have you been 17? The answer is a while. It's Hoa Hoa season now. I've been having this strange itch over the last couple of months of wanting to reread the Twilight series. Now, apparently this year is the 20th anniversary, which is just like mind-blowing to me. And I've only read the first 2 books, and I read them because I wanted to know the hype, and I wouldn't say they were my favorite, but I remember when Twilight was becoming really, really popular, and I wanted to buy it from the bookstore, and my parents wouldn't let me buy it because it was about vampires, so I borrowed it from a friend. And then I found the first 2 books at a library book sale and purchased them. And now it's time to read them. So that's the goal. We'll see if we achieve that goal. I don't know how far into the series I'm going to be able to get. I only have the first 2 books. They are available at the library, but do I want to go into the youth section checking out the Twilight books? Not really. So I hope they're available on Libby. Last time I tried to express my thoughts about reading, it just didn't work out, so we'll see how successful I am. Should be interesting. My husband's read all 4 Twilight books, so he's beating me. I've read 2, and the second one I did not like. The first one was entertaining though, so I haven't read that. Well, I listened to it on audiobook, I think, in like college, but I haven't read it since like 2007 or something. I don't know. It's a very Hoa Hoa day too. Cloudy and probably cold. It was 36 degrees Fahrenheit when I woke up this morning. So perfect day to get my life together and read some Twilight. I have the super fancy movie cover version. Oh my gosh, I wish I had the regular one, but alas, it was not at the library book sale. Time to dive in. Oh wow, there's like a table of contents and a Bible verse in the front. I don't remember those. I love when authors use sauntered. The hunter smiled in a friendly way as he sauntered forward to kill me. It's so funny how Forks became a travel destination after this book came out. Stephanie Meyer makes a lot of very specific references to Bella's appearance, starting with, I should be tan, sporty blonde, a volleyball player or cheerleader perhaps. Instead, I was ivory-skinned without even the excuse of blue eyes or red hair, despite the constant sunshine. I'd always been slender, but somehow soft, obviously not an athlete. She was tiny, several inches shorter than my 5 feet 4 inches. But her wildly curly dark hair made up a lot of the difference. I've made it to the part where Edward, I feel so dumb. I forgot what I was gonna say. I've made it to the part where Edward saves Bella from a car crashing into her.
Not the part where she says, how old are you?
No,
17.
because this is where she's figuring out there's something supernatural about him.
That's a line in the movie, but I'm pretty sure that line is also in the book.
We'll see. No, it says, where is it?
The how long have you been 17? A while. I'm pretty sure is in the book. I'm not 100% positive.
His face stood out from a sea of faces, all frozen in the same mask of shock. But of more immediate importance was the dark blue van that was skidding, tires locked and squealing against the brakes, spinning wildly across the ice of the parking lot. It was going to hit the back corner of my truck, and I was standing between them. I didn't even have time to close my eyes. Okay. Just before I heard the shattering crunch of the van fold around the truck bed, something hit me hard, but not from the direction I was expecting. My head cracked against the icy blacktop, and I felt something solid and cold pinning me to the ground. This girl has got it down bad for Edward Cullen. A man saved her from a wreck and then gaslit her into believing that he was standing right next to her when obviously he somehow magically appeared from across the parking lot to save her. He's just so dreamy. I really do not understand why everybody and their brother is obsessed with Bella and asking her to the spring dance. 3 guys. No one ever asked me to the spring dance. As I sat in my room trying to concentrate on the 3rd act of Macbeth and rereading this sentence 57 times. I'm only 110 pages in, and it's day 2. Today's weather is quite the opposite of yesterday's weather. It's not the perfect Twilight reading weather. It's sunny. But at least I have YouTube at the part, and it's not in the forest. They're in the car. What are you curious about? How old are you? 17, he answered promptly. And how long have you been 17? His lips twitched as he stared at the road. A while. Man. And I haven't even seen the movie in a while. About 3 things I was absolutely positive. First, Edward was a vampire. Second, there was a part of him, and I didn't know how potent that part might be, that thirsted for my blood. And third, I was unconditionally and irrevocably in love with him. Oh my gosh. So dramatic, but I love it. I bought these banana clips from Meyer because I thought it would make me look like I had a full ponytail, and honestly, it makes my hair so sore, but it gives me great volume, my god. I have 100 pages left of Twilight. Bella, my girl, why does everyone find you so delicious? I can't relate. Nobody finds me delicious. I know what's gonna happen in the last 100 pages, and I'm not very excited about it, but I am very excited to move on to book 2 because I have not read that one or watched. Well, I've read book 2. I've not watched the movie, so I literally have no idea. I'm gonna be so surprised. And hopefully I will move on to book 3 and 4. But I'm tired and it's time to work out. The tracking vampire is giving Bella his master plan right now. And this is what he says about, I don't know, I was only sort of not paying attention. And she did smell so delicious. I still regret that I never got to taste. She smelled even better than you do. Sorry, I don't mean to be offensive. You have a very nice smell. Floral somehow. I feel like they made him so mean in the movie, but in the book, he's just like, sorry you got cut up in my games and I'm hungry. No, your smell is floral somehow.
I love your floral smells. I love your bust.
Daylight savings time really messing me up. Almost there. Almost there. So this is something I don't understand about this book. Okay, we're in the scene in the dance studio after Bella gets bit. And Edward and friends find her. Why is Edward the one that has to suck the venom out of her? He obviously cannot keep himself from sucking her dry. Why isn't it Carlisle? Does he not have more self-control? I don't know. I don't get it. I also don't understand why they chose to have her being bitten one time automatically turn her into a vampire instead of having to suck the blood of another vampire to turn into a vampire. I also don't understand why they don't just have her turn into a vampire. Never understood that one. This could have been a much shorter series. Okay, I understand why they don't turn her into a vampire, because Edward's weird and protective and wants to protect her innocence and preserve her humanity. I still don't understand why Edward was the one who had to suck the blood out. I think Carlisle had to take care of the wound, so he was busy with that, but I don't know, it gets weirder. The possessiveness gets weirder. I just had to read this last line of this book because it was just too much for me and too good not to share with myself. Okay, where is it? I touched his face. Look, I said, I love you more than everything else in the world combined. Isn't that enough? Yes, it is enough, he answered, smiling. Enough. Forever. And he leaned down and to press his cold lips once more to my throat. Honestly, I would rate it like a 3.5, 4 out of 5. It's pretty entertaining. Pretty dramatic, if I do say so myself. But, I mean, it's made for the teens, and we love that drama, and they eat it up like candy. This is definitely like junk food for my brain. Enjoyed it, though. Time to move on to book 2. I remember not liking that one, though. I remember finding Bella extremely irritating because she was so obsessed with Edward, as she was in this one, I guess. So, once we're done with book 2, though, it's uncharted waters. I have not read book 3 and 4. Okay, I was gonna go talk to my husband about something. I'm having a blast.